Hey guys, so today I want to talk about my blood work. I've been doing my blood work since 2017, so eight years. And I want to talk about how I have the best biomarkers in the whole world ever. Yes, I'm joking. But my point will be, nobody really knows what the best biomarkers really are. Because for instance, I have high LDL, one of those guys. And is it healthier or not? I don't know. Seems pretty healthy, you know. Anyway, then talk about motivation. I have a lot of experience with motivation. And, you know, you have different types of motivation, of course. Especially with bicycling, having a nice bike. You know, every time I take that bike out, I don't know, like, people always comment all the time. And it's fast, so I, you know, race with people in this area, and also the area is really nice. Here in the Bay Area, you know, San Francisco, a lot of places. It's exercise, which is sort of motivating in itself, you know, just being able to get out there. And so you can either have, you know, a group, you know, some seed or motivation, some trigger to motivate you. Or, you know, like YouTube views, who knows, like whatever gets going. Or you can just do it, you know, because you want to, kind of thing. And you can do either way. I tend to do it on my own. So I do everything on my own. This is a good exercise, I think, especially for cycling, because with cycling, you know, it's not so much about big muscles and how much you can bench press. You know, that's how, you know, fast you are. And the sprinters, the guys with the big legs, you know, they can do sprinting, but they're not going to win like, you know, Tour de France. So it's just different. It's what your motivations are and, you know, what your goals are. You know, of course, taking performance-enhancing drugs isn't going to help you with something like this. It'll help you get big muscles, though. But, you know, staying healthy and longevity, you know, it's a different thing than big muscles, really, I think. That's my goal. And also staying alive. That's why I exercise, you know, to stay alive, pretty much. It's my motivation. And it's fun. It really is, you know, it's a lot of fun to do things, you know, just to get out there. And like today, I would be out, but I'm taking a rest day. Exactly, I was out all pretty much every day this week. Saturday, I did a 47-mile ride on my TT bike with my TT, the whole thing, skin suit, helmet. It was great. So it's always fun. Having different bikes to ride on, motivating. I switch bikes, you know, if I want. Take different bikes. And yeah, so just do, you know, basically, if you're not feeling motivated, just do something. Anything. Well, you know, if I'm feeling, you know, unmotivated, you know, just getting outside, you know, going for a walk. Pretty much anything will get you motivated, you know, really. I would definitely try, you know, not let anything get you down too much, you know. Anyway, I'm going to show you my blood work and the KOM that I was going for. Okay, well, I hope you found that entertaining. So here's my blood test results. So here's actually the latest one. And I've been to many different places. This one is Lifeline Screening, which is close by. I like it because, well, I went there for the bone density test this time. Last year I did the plaque screening for the, you know, artery plaque. Both of those turned out great. This one, you know, you go there and I said, well, I'll take all these blood tests too. So, you know, they take your glucose, great, you know. Heart risk, okay. Still 0.9. Not bad, but I'll show you. It used to be about 0.7. It's gone up because I'm taking creatine now. I think that's what's doing it. Okay, total cholesterol is high. Oh my God. Here we are. 236. And this, okay, it bounces all around. It changes really fast. So I'll show you that. This is just, it's just like one, a test here. So it doesn't have all the history here. Oh, my HDL is really, I got protective. I'm the best. Oh, I'm the worst. Okay, borderline high LDL. And again, this changes pretty rapidly. And it's genetic, which I'll show you. It doesn't, you can't tell from this test, obviously. Except for maybe the ratios could give it away. And this could be high because it shows it right here. It's 45, but no, 45 is like here. 41, right? So I have damage to my liver. I was hospitalized actually 3 times by the time I was 5 years old, and in a coma for a week, poisoning. So my liver was really damaged. My whole body was really, really damaged. And so I wanted this, and so my osteoporosis. This basically confirms. I've done 2 DEXA scans, and I just wanted, to check, confirm, my bones are good, especially as bike racer, out there, falling, crashing. You don't want to be up here, breaking bones, and you can do that easy if you mess things up, especially if you take too much vitamin D. Okay, everything looks good. Testosterone. So anyway, I don't take anything. I never have taken any performance enhancing drugs. I'm totally against them. I mean, you can take them if you want, but you're gonna pay for it, I think. And I don't have any need. I'm not a professional racer, and I don't need to build up anything. I just want it to be normal, because you could get into problems, either way. And so that's that test. And anyway, so I'm going to show you this. So anyway, when I do my exercising, so this is from one last, I was some pictures like this guy. You can see how into it these people really are out here. Older guys, even the hippies are these Stravello. That must be a cheap one. I don't know. He's wearing yellow first. But anyway, you just see older guys. A whole bunch of people waving at me. Yeah, this is just one day, it's a whole bunch of people. Anyway, so let's look at the latest. Well, let's see. Here's the first one. Okay, so this goes back. See, what happened was I started with Wellness FX back in 2017, and they got bought. And then so I got all these different files and then everything up, multiple different accounts and stuff. So I'll just show you. So when I did the first test, I got the total cholesterol 188. I go, hey, great, of course, because I'm, mostly vegan, a lot of exercise. I was bike racing by this point and had been exercising a lot for decades. And so I felt, normal. So I didn't even think about it. My LDL was even 87, pretty normal, which is great. Everything was normal. Pretty normal, you would think. So I'm just going to scroll through this so you can see what all the stuff, right? And I'll stop here. Okay, omega index. This is where things got messed up, right? So high risk. So this is where I had to add. I was not taking omega-3s at this point. So right when I saw this test, I added omega-3s, and that stopped my tachycardia. So we go down through here, and what's all this stuff? Hemoglobin, HOMO-IRs. Was 0.3. So it varies a lot, you'll see. Okay, so TSH, cortisol, you can see that, low inflammation, C-score, free testosterone. Okay, so this is interesting. So it was already sort of low. I was concerned. It was low. Now it's to 0, almost 0. And this is during COVID, right? COVID started, and I was feeling terrible and had to wait because everything was closed. You could not get a test, doctor, everything was closed. And it was 2.9. And anyway, if you're an older guy like me, I'm 61. So I panic, of course. I'm 61 now, but this is 5 years ago. So 56. And the doctor said, I'm just an old man looking for drugs, and they refused to help me at all. And luckily I recovered. So this could have been poisoning, just, could have been anything, or COVID, could have been something, but it's back to normal. I'll show you that everything's back to normal now. But you can see also in 2020, something sort of just went weird. A lot of things were weird. 2020. So anyway, it's good to have like all these, tests going back. Vitamin D, this is also the first thing I noticed because it was low. Back then, 29 was considered low. Now 20 is considered normal, up to 20 and above. So I didn't need to worry about it at all, but I was told to take vitamin D, and my blood calcium just went up. So it doesn't show everything out here, but it went up a lot. So it went up to actually about 10.5. And it was going up like 0.2 per month. And the doctor was saying, double, take more vitamin D, take more. And so I stopped completely when I realized what was going on. I stopped completely, and it's slowly going back down, but it took forever. But now it's about 20, it's higher, it went back to normal, but I stopped taking all vitamin D, and that was, overreaction maybe. But like this summer was probably the most vitamin D I've taken probably in any summer, if I can recall. I had to take because it was so cloudy. And here in San Francisco, we do need to take vitamin D in like December up to January 8th. So just something to know. Platelets, oh yeah. Got platelets, man. I got platelets. Got neutrophils. I got monocytes, man. Got everything. They're best. Got the best ones. Red blood cells, pretty good. Hemoglobin, where's my hematocrit? It's around here somewhere. Everything's really the best. My iron could be a little bit better. I could add more iron because, I'm don't eat meat. So I do use an iron supplement. Probably should, take that. I try to take a little as possible of the metal supplements, but I should take more, Magnesium. That's it. Okay. So then there's other tests. So like this is the latest test. So this is different. This is now Thorne. So they bought Wellness FX, the previous company, but they didn't integrate anything. So, and I had multiple, this is the second test here. And again, you can see my lipids in the reds. Red zone here. But do they know? Nobody really knows what this means. At least I can say. I had my plaque screened. I think, the higher is probably pretty good. Who knows? As long as it doesn't kill you. Yeah, and here's my lipid particles. So you can see now these are my particle numbers. So I've got like a lot of LDL particles. I'm way up there. A lot of the smaller ones and the medium ones. I just got them all. And here, you can see a bug in the AI, a glitch in the matrix, as they say. Because, this is LDL pattern B, I'm pretty sure. Because that's what it was said, from the previous version. It's just that this is a different account. It didn't know who I was. Or it's just, I don't know. So my LDLs are messed up. Apoprotein B. Lipoprotein B. Getting up there. Oh, my LP little a, way down there. I'm the best. I'm the best. Homocysteine is still a little high. Was a little higher. I dropped this year, and this I've added TMG for the last year, and so I'm going to see. That's the only thing I added, only supplement that changed. And so we taking a test again. This is December 28th, 2024. So I'm going to take one here next month. This is September, so soon I will be taking this. My home hour went back up, so it used to be down here. It's gone up a little bit. It doesn't know that. SHBG 76, huh? It's on the high range. Huh. Good. I think I am the healthiest person. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Anyway, is that it? Oh, there's more. There's more. Yes. Okay, so you see it's my vitamin D 21, but again, this is normal now. And yeah, I only take vitamin D when it's cloudy for multiple days or December. So I still need to add more omega-3s. Yeah, it's tough to take as much as I should. And that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. So that's my blood tests. So you can see I've been doing this for a long time and just really into it, and just nothing, I don't think, if you can see all that, and hopefully you can see I don't have any like performance enhancing drugs or anything. Anyway, so let's look at, okay, so I was going to mention this. So this is coastal trail to the very top of Hawk Hill, 6.6% grade, 3.76 kilometers, category 3 climb. Okay, so it's a pretty good climb. The more famous version is coming, you start over here from the bridge, and go up here. And this one, okay, I'm ninth on the overall leaderboard. I used to be third, but when I got third, okay, I was in my 50s still, like 53, so I'm 61 now. But I think I could beat this time pretty easily. So after the young, everybody else saw me doing this, of course, they try to beat me, of course, But they only beat by 1 minute and 5 seconds. So well within range. And it's really up to, it's a lot of luck, because this is all dirt. This goes all dirt up to here. So the first, basically 2/3 is all dirt. Single track, a lot of single track. And so the conditions of the trail are going to matter a lot, to get the KOM. And people, if you come across a person, you just kiss a goodbye. So it's a lot of luck. You just can't have anybody slow you down. Right? And no one can help you up to here. If you were serious, you'd have a friend waiting here for you at the roundabout. Because if you have a tailwind going this way, you're going to have a headwind going back this way, and they could lead you up. But I always do everything by myself. I don't have anybody to lead me out. But you could. You certainly could. And this would be a good place to do it. Anyway, so I'm going to still go for it. I can still go for it. It's all luck. I have the same power, same bike, actually. I'm using the same bike. But back here, I use 23s. I could use 28s now. Maybe a little faster, better gearing, But it'll be this, same bike, same everything. Just try it. I think I could probably do it. And even if I don't get the KOM, I could certainly at least get back to the same time I was back, 10 years ago. That'd be cool, But I'm sure I could get up to at least under 11, up to top 5. Maybe even, I could KOM it. We'll see. I'm going to try. I did a couple test runs. The last week I went up twice to check it out. And it's definitely doable right now. It's not perfect, definitely, but doable, definitely doable. Anyway, that's what I'm working on. Keeps me motivated.